What's up, guys? It's your most loved Kaiju Power Scaler here, King of Godzilla, and today we're back in another video. And in today's video, I'm here with Churros and my friend K-Noun. Say hi,
Hey,
Churros.
What's
Oh
good, everybody? It's your most hated kaiju power.
ear.
my ear, my ears.
I
Jeez.
think I quit. I'm gonna retire. See ya.
I mean, you hear it from me every day, K-Noun. I don't know what's so different about that.
I'm talking about churros, dude.
Yeah, but you practically hear that every day when you talk to me, and I scream into the mic when I die. So. Anyways, we're doing a Godzilla free-for-all, as you guys can see from the title, so... I think Heisei wins. Equal stats, by the way. AP and durability. If we don't do that, then Heisei slaps them all. And then Manic and Churros, you guys... not Manic. Tay-Noun and Churros, you guys choose yours.
Let's see here. I'm gonna have to go Heisei. I was gonna choose Heisei. I don't know why you chose it.
And then Churros, who do you choose?
To make the battle more interesting, I'll probably like debate more into this before I like say my final verdict. But I'm gonna like give some of the other Godzillas a chance and not make this like a 2-second video. So the other two say Heisei, and Heisei's obviously a top contender.
And same with
My
Showa.
channel definitely gives some stuff away with that. And Cogs, if you're a watcher of Cog, you already know what Heisei can do. But to make things more interesting, we have Showa Godzilla, who has some beautiful hacks, and
He dodges
Goji Gear's, who has some good
Ghidorah's
feats.
pure energy beams.
Yeah. Showa Godzilla have some stuff that none of the other Godzillas have, and he has some low-key Toon Force. He's like the only Godzilla here that can fly. He
Wait,
also has magnetism, telekinesis. What else? He can kind of bend and define reality, as he's able to just slide on his tail and nothing at all. So he kind of has Toon Force. Like everything he does, he should not be able to do. But he kind of breaks reality anyways, because he's Showa Godzilla. He does what he wants. Um, Final Wars is also pretty good. He's neck and neck with Showa when it comes to like overall martial arts and fighting style. They're like, so Final Wars, since this is equal stats, if he was to get into like a one-on-one fight with most of the Godzillas here, he's just gonna beat the crap out of him because he knows how to actually like throw down with his
Throw
hands
some
and stuff.
hands
And
at him.
yeah, he has some good battle IQ, such as with Monster X. He baited Monster X into dodging his tail swing, then to just blast him in the face with the atomic breath. And since all Godzillas are intelligent, besides like Shin, but like most
And then
would probably
possibly
fall
Zilla.
for a trick like that, and get some good stuff from Final Wars. And Monsterverse will have the most knowledge, and he's the biggest. So since it's equal stats, this is like one of the very, very few times size is relevant. But since it's equal stats, if you Monsterverse Godzilla is fighting someone that's like a lot smaller than him, who's not like
He's gonna
all that
squash him.
agile. Yeah, like if you're not all that agile like Showa Godzilla is probably
The
only like
fastest out of
minute.
them all.
Yeah, but since it's equal stats, they should all be the same speed. But for like the smaller Godzillas that are like not as agile, such as 2000, my boy, or Kiryu Goji, they're agile but not on the level of Showa. I can see Showa
Not
dodging
level like
Monsterverse,
Showa,
but
Legendary,
Monsterverse
and
can
Final
stomp him.
Wars.
Yeah. Well, I can see Monsterverse kind of like stomping on like Millennium and
Shin,
other
definitely.
Godzillas.
Okay, he's not gonna step on Shin, but he's gonna bully Shin into oblivion. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nearly every Godzilla would kind of bully Shin, like Showa, Monsterverse, Heisei, Final Wars would probably just pick Shin up and just BFR him and just throw him into like another country. But at the same time, since Shin is relative now, like he can actually like
He's
take
for
their
once
blows.
relative in a fight.
Yeah. His best chance is using his beams from a distance and like kind of killing a
Spamming them
Godzilla
until
from
he runs
far
out of
away.
energy in 2 minutes. And then
Yeah,
hibernates, and
exactly
while he's
what Cog
hibernating,
said.
he gets slapped by all Godzillas. And dies.
Exactly. So, sorry, Shin fans, but Shin is gonna be the
He's still
outlier
getting
here.
stomped.
Just because he doesn't have the energy to he has the worst stamina here. Like
Yeah, he
that's
has,
what's
the
holding
worst
him back. I
everything.
feel like if his stamina wasn't horrible, He can honestly be a contender because he has the range to just fight everyone all at once, but he just runs out of power, and that's his biggest weakness.
Yeah, I think if he was intelligent enough to like conserve his energy, maybe there's a possibility.
Yeah, he's also not that intelligent or agile like the others. So he's not going to be dodging. Well, he's supposed to be able to because it's equal stats, but I don't know. The way I like to do things is how you present it in films, and in film, he doesn't really do anything agile. So I'm not gonna just because he has equal stats here, I'm not gonna really say he's and weaving anything.
Yeah. I think my top three, that are most like that had like the
Hey,
best
Sam?
chance. Huh?
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. My personal top three is definitely Heisei and Showa, and then possibly 2000. Final Wars is also a really good one, and Legendary. Uh, Definitely like top three, and you can also argue he's like tied with Showa for the smartest. Cause I know you said that one, Stros.
Say that again.
Okay, so my top three contestants are Heisei and Showa, possibly 2000. Uh, Final Wars is a really good one. Legendary is not too bad. He's pretty intelligent. I know you also said that you can also argue that he's like tied with Showa in terms of intelligence. So,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
and then there's Zilla. She can burrow underground, but then like,
It's not a she.
oh, I thought it
Yeah,
was.
he's just a dude that's like a seahorse.
Wait, wait,
Let's.
no, wait, no, no, wait, no, 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 cause in the movie, didn't he like lay eggs?
Yeah, he laid eggs, but that's why I said he's like a seahorse because male seahorses give birth.
Okay, I don't really know anything about
The
real life
creators of
animals.
1998 confirmed that
Whoa,
it's a
really?
male, despite the fact he laid eggs.
Oh, okay. Well, you learn something new every day. So Zilla and Shin are like not really relative to this, and then everyone else is pretty much relevant.
Here's the thing.
Here's Zilla Jr. to help for the Zilla stance
Yeah,
of things.
all right. I'll end Zilla
He's
Jr.
very agile.
Very agile and pretty smart.
Yeah.
He's not stupid, but he's not the smartest. Definitely does have his flaws. And then, now, do we add in Godzilla Earth? That's the big question.
We can add him here because I don't think
It
even
changes
now,
too
like I
much.
said, size would be more important now, but Heisei, Monsterverse, Final Wars are
Practically
all
almost
strong
everyone
enough to
blitzes
pick him
him.
up.
Or blitz
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he's gonna be too slow to move. I guess with equal stats, he's supposed to be able to run as fast as Showa now, but or Zilla Jr., which is gonna be weird to think about. So taking that into question is gonna be weird, but everybody's the same speed, so it's not like he's gonna blitz anybody. Like I said earlier with Heisei and Legendary Followers, etc., they can literally just grab him and throw him around. So it's not like, despite the fact the size difference is there, they have the strength to withstand and fight back against it. But he does have his force field, which is really nice. But
Yeah,
I'm
true.
not too familiar in the anime thing. Apparently, the force field can be countered. Showa
It
Godzilla
can.
being the intellect.
The humans. Okay. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I watched all three of the movies of Earth, and I remember that like they use like a giant steel pipe or something to like penetrate it. Something like that. Something along the lines of that. I don't remember it too well. I don't know. It was just like a giant beam of something, like a
Okay.
steel beam or something like that. But I
So
do
it
know
can
he
be
has
countered.
crazy regeneration. Stated that he can
Right.
like regenerate his organs in seconds.
So he's like Godzilla 2000.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a lot bigger and slower than everyone
Yeah, I would
else.
also like to add that Godzilla 2000 it would be a problem in this fight. Now that it's equal stats, so when someone can one shot him where he can't regen, so now everybody attacking him based off of Godzilla 2000, the film itself, literally see Orga, who should have comparable or realistically worse regeneration than 2000, but Orga, who was using regeneration G1, was able to like pretty much do exactly as you said with Earth, like reform body parts that got burnt off in like seconds. Orga got a shoulder cannon like blown off, but we literally see in the film he grows it back in like a matter of seconds. So 2000 here, with his regeneration G1 would probably like neg most Godzilla's attacks because he would just regenerate it back and then just throw whatever attack back at another Godzilla. And if the other Godzilla doesn't have equal, if not better regeneration, they'll likely lose to him. So you probably would want to outrange him or just have better regen than him, which I guess some of the higher tier Godzillas would have, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. It's good to know. All right. So I think we now narrow it down to like the ones that are most likely to win. I'm gonna let's just go with like the top three. Definitely Heisei is one of them, and definitely Showa is another.
Yeah.
If you don't have them in the top three, then what are you doing? And then the third one, it's tough. Churros, I say you make the call.
Third one. Third one is a toss up between a bunch of Godzillas. So we have Earth with a size advantage, and I'm guessing if it's equal speed, he's gonna be moving like a complete giant, and realistically, he should like destroy like the entire microcosm. Well, not microcosm, but you like pretty much destroy everything they're standing on because a creature his size should never move at like
That fast.
yeah. So ignoring first of all, none of the Godzilla should exist anyways biologically, so we can ignore that. But yeah, him being so big with that advantage, it will make him a problem, especially with his force field. For someone as smart as Showa,
And legendary.
probably and Heisei was able to figure out Space Godzilla's weaknesses. So yeah, like the smarter Godzillas can probably find out his weaknesses and counter that. So I think Earth is a contender for sure, just because he's really, 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 really big and has a nice force field hack.
I do want to
We
bring
have
up
Final
one
Wars.
thing. I feel like Heisei only like kind of knew because Space Godzilla is technically him.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, yeah. Continue.
2000 is a nice one I would like to mention. On screen, I guess not on screen. He has probably the best region that I know of. I know Heisei has some interesting stuff, and so does Showa. But 2000 is kind of like emphasized to be like the Godzilla with just that crazy
With
regeneration.
The best regen.
GMK has some good regen too, as he's able to regenerate from just his heart. But we don't know how long that would take him. He had a little scar on his neck from a drill.
That thing.
And that didn't recover for minutes to hours, so it's not like I don't think his regen is on the same level as 2000's. So there's that. So I think 2000 with his regen is a problem, but Earth would probably he could get BFR'd though if his regen is that much of an issue, which a good 6 to 7 to 8 Godzillas can BFR him. So there's that.
And then
So he might be lower than the Earth.
the problem
Then
with
Final Wars is the only other one I'll bring into the fray.
the problem with Earth though is the fact that close combat he's decent because he has that plasma cutter tail, but like he can't really throw hands that well. So
No,
I think that kind of
that's
closes the gap on Earth. It's not gonna look too good for him.
yeah. So if anyone gets close to gas, especially like someone like Final Wars and Showa, where you know how to throw the hands, they hit his knees, it's done. He's gonna fall over, and they grab him and throw him into China or something.
Not even to China. They're gonna throw him to like a whole galaxy. Sorry. Nah, they're gonna throw him to like across the
Space.
Earth and back.
Yeah. So that might be where his large size would be a disadvantage.
Yeah. So size is like kind of relative, but it's also
Yeah,
not.
it's not too important where it's gonna be like, well, Earth wins because he's the biggest. It's not nothing like that. But
Most
I'd
people
say
say
it
that
makes a
whenever
difference
they
now.
when people debate with Earth, they mostly say he wins just because he's bigger and he steps on them.
Well, that would work if the other Godzillas had worse feats, but
They don't.
Earth is 100,000 tons. Oh ho, what the heck were you thinking when you came up with that stat? So yeah, they kind of ruined it there.
Okay, I don't know if this is true. It's probably not because it's from Quora, but I was reading something on Quora like in school back when I was in sixth grade, and like I was on Quora like the reason Earth weighs like 100,000 tons is because he has like no bones or something.
He is a plant monster, so that could be true, but him being 100,000 tons doesn't change the fact that
For
a
his
bunch of
size,
Godzillas here
he shouldn't
can
weigh
lift
that
up
much.
that size easily.
Yeah, and then Final Wars is there because he's good at martial arts, decently intelligent, and has good feats.
Right.
And then I kind of want to throw in Legendary just because he's smart, he's faster in terms of running speed. He has decent hacks, including like aftershock pulse and stuff like that. So you can kind of throw him in. I'm mostly throwing him in because I'm biased to him, but also just because he actually has good stuff that are relevant for this.
Yeah. Um, I see him being more of a mid tier in this section. Now that uh yeah, he would have to be a BFR like a lot of Godzillas now in order to like win like with 2000s regeneration. Monsterverse regen is not as good as his, so his best chance is to just kind of throw 2000 like out of the battlefield. Um, then with like Showa, I mentioned he literally has like telekinesis, not what's it called, magnetic telekinesis or
Oh yeah,
magnokinesis. So if they're in
that.
like a city, he can like give himself armor made of metal,
Oh
like use
no.
weapons. We know Show is smart enough to do that. In Megalon, we see him use a
It's
tree to
practically
like
Kong,
beat on
just as
Megalon.
Godzilla.
He throws rocks all the time too. Like I think he's the only Godzilla to do that. That's crazy. Yeah, Showa just uses his environment around him. So he's definitely gonna have. Honestly, I can see Showa being a winner here because he just does a lot.
Things that like most of them can't.
Yeah, now that has equal stats, he does so much that the other Godzillas just don't do because Toho want Godzilla to be taken more seriously. While Showa's
Yeah.
just doing anything and everything he wants, he kind of just bypasses a lot of that, and that's in his favor now. Heisei does might counter some of the things he does though.
And if I remember correctly, Heisei has like energy absorption because like he like bit Space G and like absorbs some energy or something.
Yeah, but I would say more so energy draining
Okay.
because all the Godzillas have energy absorption.
Yeah,
Monsterverse
that's true.
powered up through energy absorption. Showa powered
Obviously,
up through energy absorption.
I
Final
swear
Wars
to
powered up
God,
through energy absorption.
if I already hear someone say that like MonsterVerse Godzilla doesn't have energy absorption, I'm gonna be like, what are you talking about? He absorbed a whole nuke.
Every Godzilla does because they all absorb nukes, including Shin. So, well, Shin didn't absorb a nuke, but nuclear radiation. They all have that absorption feature to power themselves up with.
Technically, if
But
you think about it, all Godzilla can technically power up in this fight because I know in the Shin Godzilla movie, like when he was walking around, he was even like trails of radiation behind. So technically, all the Godzillas can just absorb that and power up.
yeah, they all power up from each other,
That's
and
true.
you know, Heisei has some good stuff where his power ups can lead into his atomic breaths, and yeah, that would be a problem for a lot of these guys.
Yeah. The one downside of MonsterVerse though, he can't really use the pulse because no one has a sonic roar here, so his dorsal planes are gonna get shattered. I highly doubt he'll transform into Thermo, and I feel like even if he does, it's gonna kill some Godzillas, but I don't think it's gonna kill all of them. And also the fact that it's kind of like the Heisei Godzilla. It was like it's never stated that he was gonna survive. We just know that he was gonna blow, so he was probably most likely gonna die after turning into Thermo if Mothra wasn't there.
Right.
So yeah. But I think in terms of the third position, I'm gonna give it to Final Wars.
Well, Final Wars.
I mean, purely his speed is decent. He has pretty good intelligence, and he's like around the same level of martial arts as Showa. Earth, since we're not doing equalized speed, he kind of gets blitzed by everybody.
We're not doing equalized speed.
No,
Well, then Showa got this.
we'll see about that. And then there's also the fact that there's Kaiser version. So
Right.
and also like he has really good reactions, being able to shoot Monster X's meteor, which is like moving at like what 65% the speed of light, something around that.
Yeah.
So he also has good reaction feats. Godzilla Earth doesn't react to too much. He gets bullied by by a nerfed Void Ghidorah, and then Godzilla 2000 he has good regeneration, but he can kind of get tossed by everybody. How much does he weigh again?
25,000 tons.
Yeah, he's gonna get tossed around by like all of them. So, yeah. But I mean, that's just my personal top three.
Okay.
Well, what would be yours for the third
Showa
position?
Heisei for sure top two. Uh, since speed is not equalized, Earth, get the heck out of here.
I'm sorry, man, but you're
Yes,
being
Final
blitzed
Wars. I think he's the only Godzilla that's the fastest.
between the
Yeah.
three that we mentioned.
Yeah. Well, who might be faster than Final Wars? Nobody else really gets to the light speed ranges besides those three.
Yeah.
I guess Goji Gearus could
And then you could
with the
technically
hot.
argue the Monsterverse because you can argue that his breath gets to light speed, but because the Hollow Earth speed is high hypersonic. But like, so what I like to think of it as his breath, obviously it was nerfed because he wasn't at full power. So like, I like to argue that like in King of the Monsters, his breath was faster, so you can possibly get it light speed, and then Ghidorah dodges it point blank, and then
Oh,
gets
you
what's
could
best
get
of
light
Ghidorah.
speed
So
stuff for Monsterverse, but compared to the three we mentioned above, it's not
it's
nowhere
not
near
as
as fast.
consistent.
Yeah, it's not as consistent or as fast. Especially when we Monsterverse doesn't even really dodge anything from like Kong, Mecha Godzilla, or King Ghidorah, who we know scale, who can speed, who can dodge the atomic breath. Like he can fight them, yeah. So he
I
should
mean, we
have
do know for a
relativistic
fact
to
that
light speed.
Godzilla
That's
probably could
eight.
dodge stuff from Kong because he was toying with him. He wasn't necessarily trying.
Yeah, he wasn't necessarily trying with skill, but I'll get into that for my Kong videos. But
Okay.
yeah, there's that.
Cause I know before we started this VC, you were talking about like you got Kong to like the top 5 for the MonsterVerse. So that'll be interesting
Yeah,
to
I'm
hear.
trying to see if someone. I guess there's some people you could take him down. There's like two monsters that can put him down that I would be
Amaluk.
okay with people saying.
Amaluk's one of them.
I think that's for base Kong. I'm referring to Kong with a full powered axe.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think Amalek stands a chance against Kong with a full powered axe.
That might be something worth debating on.
Right?
Well, that could be kind of interesting. I feel like I made a video about that already, or have I not?
I don't think you have.
Hmm. Well, I guess that's in a future video. I have over like probably 30 plus videos I need to record because
You need
there's a
to
lot
get
of
to
fight
work, my boy.
suggestions from Alice from months ago that I completely forgot about, and like a few weeks ago, like I went through all my fight my versus videos and like type them all in a doc, and there's a lot to do. There's a trio of Legendary, Kong, and Monster vs. Mothra versus Earth.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
that's a decent fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so uh, I think Heisei wins in my opinion. Purely based off feats, decent. He has really good reaction speeds. He gets not necessarily blitz, but he does get outsped by Showa in Final Wars. He's decently intelligent. you can possibly put him on the same level as Final Wars. And then there's the fact that Heisei, he's really good at long range. Clearly.
Yeah, that's his preferred fighting style.
He's like, he's like, I don't prefer getting up close, but I mean, if I have to, I will. And I will toss every living being around. I mean, being able to pick up Super Mecha, who's like, what, 150,000 tons? It's kind of... He weighs more than
Yeah.
Earth, and he's like three times smaller than Earth.
So does Muto Prime weighs more than Earth, and Monster vs. Ghidorah.
Oh,
And then
God.
Kaiser Ghidorah weighs the exact same.
Oh my god. Toho, what were you thinking? Please explain to me, what was your idea? To make
Your
a
stats
Earth
aren't always
that's
the
like
best.
1,000 foot tall, and then give him about the same weight as legendary Muto Prime? Or no, he weighs less than Muto Prime, Monster vs. He weighs a lot less than a lot of kaijus in the Godzilla verse.
Yeah, like, if we treat this realistically, Super Mecha Godzilla, just off of weight alone, is strong enough to kick Earth, like, down.
Dang.
It's 50,000 tons less than he is.
Do you mean 50,000 more? Oh,
I'm
oh, oh,
saying,
no,
like,
wait, no, no, oh, you're talking about Earth. I thought you were talking about Super
Earth
Mecha.
is 50,000 tons less than Mecha, so it's a
Oh,
kick from
God.
Super Mecha would literally send him flying.
Yeah, and then you think Showa wins, right?
Not necessarily, but just to make things not too like streamlined, I'll argue Showa. He has the IQ for it. Like he can
Definitely.
definitely pull off some win cons here, since he gets the scale to some other Godzillas that are stronger than him. I will not say who, because I don't want to spoil my futures, but now he has a really good fighting chance with his IQ and then his dumb Toon Force.
What does the Toon Force come from again?
I don't know if he has real Toon Force, but I'm saying like compared to these guys, he has Toon Force like him flying or being able to slide on his tail.
Oh, yeah.
He just acts way more like a cartoon character than the others. Like he swears and everything.
He swears?
Yeah, one time he fired an atomic breath at Showa Mechagodzilla, and Mechagodzilla dodged it, and he like snapped his finger, and pretty much he was saying "damn," but like in monster voice.
Dang. I thought the Godzilla kaiju was supposed to be not necessarily family friendly, but like kid friendly.
Definitely not Showa Godzilla. The Mothra twins literally said, "Godzilla, watch what's some horrible language?" Because he was like cussing out Mothra and Rodan. It was funny.
Oh, jeez. I need to watch some Showa movies.
Yeah, his Showa
Sounds a
Godzilla is
lot of
funny.
fun. That's crazy. And then isn't there like one movie where he talks? It's like Anguirus or
Yeah,
something?
Godzilla versus Gigan. That's the
Oh
dub
my god.
version. And actually, yeah, just the dub version.
Oh, okay, so you can argue he can talk. Oh, but it's only for the dub version. Interesting. I think for the win cons for each of them, it's either Heisei spams his beam from long range, and then he goes to them, picks them up, and just yeets them. Showa either lets them fight to the death, or he speed blitzes most of them, and starts flying around the battlefield until he wins, eventually.
Pretty much.
And then Final Wars, good at martial arts. You can argue he's tied with Showa, so he can kind of like, you know, do some stuff to them. Like, I mean, you saw him going crazy on Monster X. He was like just punching him over and over again.
Yeah.
I would have paid him. I would have paid to see him like knee Monster X in the face, like just hold him by the head and just knee him. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked if he did that.
it wouldn't be too surprising, but I think it'd be crazy. But yeah, those are the win cons for me personally. And then I think the best regeneration. That's something I do want to go over. Who has the best regeneration out of all of them? I don't. Final Wars doesn't have that best of regeneration compared to them. So it's really down to Heisei and Showa. I think you argue Showa takes it. He shows better in
Uh,
regen.
I'm doing this off the dome with no prep time. Let me see. Showa has bleed out a lot and then just be have no blood and a few scenes later. Um, Heisei also had similar stuff, but I don't think he's been bleeded as well. No, Heisei had Biolante like stabbed through him,
Oh yeah,
came
like
out
it's
pretty all
stabbed
right.
through his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah. I forgot Tano was here. He's probably just like sitting there. He's like, when am I gonna
Eh,
talk?
Anna's gonna have the objective 3. Go for it.
Go for it, Tano. Who do you think? Who you got out of the top three? Showa, Final Wars, or Heisei?
Noah. Wait, no. Heisei.
Explain. Because I'm also choosing it, but I want to hear why you think.
Oh no.
You just choose him because you know he's strong.
No, it's equal strength and durability, right?
Well, equal AP and durability, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Of course you know. Here, you can be like the judge, I guess. If you want to.
Okay, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, you can continue talking about like Showa and Heisei's regen and stuff.
Off the dome, I can't give an objective answer because off the dome, I'm saying 2000 as the best based off the Orga fight. But again, he wasn't like getting his hand ripped in or bleeding out of his neck.
Yeah.
Gigan sizzled him on him. Yeah, between 2000 Showa Heisei.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, did you say between Final War, Showa, and Heisei?
Did I no, I said 2000.
Oh, okay. Just for a second, I thought you said Final Wars had like one of the best regions. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't even know what Final Wars has in terms of a regen feat. He just kind of tanked everything.
He did. When I was writing this, when I was typing the script for Legendary Final Wars, I was reading off of King of the Monsters script, and he said that like for his hacks, like Final Wars says like low to mid high regen, like sorry, no, uh, low to mid fast regen. That's what he said in the doc. I think right.
Yeah, he might be right. I need to research on that more myself, so I won't go. I won't act like I know the answer here.
Oh my god, I totally almost forgot about this. Final Wars has adaptation, so he can adapt to the atomic breath probably because they're Godzillas. He should be able to.
Yeah,
If you say he doesn't, I don't know what's wrong with you. I said that one time and I'm like, what am I saying?
he's learned from the past.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He also Final Wars also had he grows more powerful over time. So yeah. Trying to find some hacks. Okay, so he has a resistance to molecule destruction, deconstruction, matter manipulation, corrosion, indicament, air manipulation, and minor regeneration. Nig. So there's that, and then I can't remember where it says it. Did I say it? Let me look at my other scripts. Where's Heisei? Here we go. This should be the one that has it. Where's hacks at? I can't remember where it says that. Well, forget that. Oh, I totally forgot I had to do a part 2 of Final Words vs. Heisei. I almost forgot about that. I'm glad I looked back at the doc.
What the hell are you smiling at?
Why? What are you looking at? Or what are you looking for, Churros?
I was gonna look at some region stuff, but I don't think it really matters all too much now because all the region, at least the main ones with region, seems pretty close to each other from what I can tell.
Yeah. So, I argue Heisei wins purely based off, you know, range. He's just gonna range them all. Uh, Close combat, he's not bad, but between Showa and Final Wars, he's not as good as them in close combat. And then there's the fact that he can drain energy, and he has. Oh yeah, he also has the nuclear pulse. So there's that. And then Showa kind of speed blitzes them all, and they can all react to each other, obviously. Um, Final Wars definitely has some crazy reaction feats, and Showa has all those hacks. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of hacks. But Heisei has quite the few.
Agreed.
On the dock of Heisei, the hacks of Heisei. He has atomic red nuclear pulse, blue spiral ray, red spiral ray, burning, active sonar, radiation absorption, radioactive electricity, resists psychic attacks on his mind and can counterattack, resists high pressure lasers, resists acid, large size type 1, resistant to lava manipulation, resistant to attack reflection, pain tolerance, fast to low mid regeneration. Oh no, the fast to low mid regen was for Heisei. Never mind, forget that. That was not for Final Wars, that was for Heisei. Yeah, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 different hacks. And if you include the draining, you get him 17. And then there's probably more. So, yeah.
Pretty good stuff on his end.
So, is there anything else you'd like to add on for, like, Showa and Final Wars and Heisei?
Oh man, I think we got it.
Alright, so now we just argue who wins. I argue Heisei, and then you're arguing Showa. To make it more interesting.
All right, I outsmart you, man.
I mean, you do have a point there. You do outsmart him.
Sure, Godzilla's best bet, I guess, here against Heisei would be like just running and dodging his atomic breaths, and then he kind of can just beat up Heisei with his melee. But Heisei can use his atomic pulse and just blow Showa back, and then it kind of reverts back to atomic breath against Showa yet again. And they would have to beam clash, I guess. Whenever Showa and Heisei has been shown to have an equal beam clash with someone, they fall over, so they would just both fall over.
You do bring up that. That is valid. If he does, like, in the beam clash with Super Mecha, he just falls over.
And Showa did the same with his mecha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in fact, he was bleeding out pretty bad and retreated from the fight.
Wow. And then also, okay, so I mentioned this in one of my last vids, but like, I remember that there was like a scene in one of the Showa movies where his atomic breath like didn't do something to like the shield, but then when he punched it, it like broke through, but his atomic breath couldn't. So I think
No,
he.
it didn't break through. It burned his hands and he fell back. The shield still worked.
Oh. Was that like a punch or like a kick that broke through it? One of those.
Nothing broke through the shield. Mechagodzilla just turned it off.
Oh. And that's how he like punched through. Slash kicked.
No, I'm sure Godzilla never negged it.
Oh. I thought there was a scene of that. Well, but
Yeah,
I
you
guess
might be
that's
thinking of when he dug his hands through, but that was kind of like him pushing through it as much as he could, but it didn't work.
no. I'm thinking of something else because I vividly remember Showa punching through like some like egg shield or something. Like it looked like.
Oh, that's not Mechagodzilla shit. That was Showa Godzilla bursting through one of the aliens who was controlling King Ghidorah and destroy all monsters. The atomic breath didn't do nothing, but him bursting through did it. Oh, there's two ways. It's weird because it's directly stated that Showa Godzilla's atomic breath is his strongest weapon ever, and that's consistent because most of the enemies he defeated, he kind of uses atomic breath, and that's what was like the winner there, not so much his physical strength. But without any extra knowledge I have on that supposed egg shield thing he burst through, that could have just specifically negged his atomic breath and not so much physical blows or just an inconsistency because that happens a lot.
That's true. There's a lot of inconsistent stuff about Godzilla movies.
Yeah, it's like how Monster vs. Ghidorah could just take on a charged up atomic breath like it's nothing, but Godzilla biting him can rip off his neck. It's just
Oh yeah,
filmmakers are
that's
just trying to
true.
do things. Yeah, filmmakers are just trying to do things to like make things brutal, but the atomic breath is like stated by like every single guidebook ever
It's his
that
most
is his
powerful weapon.
strongest weapon. Yeah, and it's pretty consistent because that's how he kills most of his enemies.
Yeah. I mean, we can clearly see that with the monster verse. I mean,
And Final
female
Wars and
Muto,
Heisei.
what else? What else is monster verse done? Female Muto, King Ghidorah. In my opinion, King Ghidorah's death was the most satisfying. Like when he's charging it up and shoots it. It's just so satisfying.
Right.
I think the one problem I had with 2014, it was too dark. You couldn't see much.
Maybe you're too dark, and 2014 couldn't see much.
Was that supposed to be like a roast or something? Because if it was, that
Oh,
was absolutely horrible.
oh.
Okay.
As for that, I'm telling Tana.
Who's Tana?
Who was in here?
Oh, you mean Hangdown?
Tango Go Down.
He actually brought up that last night. He's like, the one thing I hate about Tro, he still calls me Tango Go Down. And then, you know what? Hold up. I'm gonna tell him to join back real quick. Alright, I told him to join back. I still get, you called him what? What did you call him? You called him Tana?
Don't you call him Tana or Taha or something like that?
That's Taha. That's AFU Monkey.
Oh,
That's the kid
so
with
who's
rabies. No, not really. We just say that's him. He tried to scam us in Minecraft, but we scanned him back. Well, at least Tanan did. That's funny. And then the server reset, so the scamming does not matter. But yeah, that's Taha you're talking about.
got it?
But yeah, going on back to the subject. I still think Heisei wins. Why do you
Yeah, Heisei's a pretty valid answer.
Then you can argue Showa kind of speed blitzes him, and in terms of battle IQ and IQ, he's a lot smarter. So you can argue it however you want. Hey Tainan.
Hmm?
I was talking with Churros. He thought you were Taha, so he called you Tana, and he called you. Oh no, sorry, I meant Tango Go Down.
I hate churros.
Churros.
I'm playing with him on late game, so I gotta join him back. See ya.
Okay. I'll join you in. I'll join in a little bit. What's funny is the fact that you're doing you like to butcher a lot of people's names.
Yeah, I
Slash
can never
bully a
say
lot
names
of
right.
people. I remember I was one of your King Ghidorah versus Batra versus Mothra versus King Ghidorah. Like you were just mean to Starfire like throughout the whole thing.
Was I?
Yes, yes you were.
I don't remember what I said in that video.
You don't even remember what you said in your own video? Dang.
I remember like what I said seriously in the video. Okay, I don't remember. She probably said something I'm like shut up or something like that.
No. Like you're being mean to her before she even did anything.
Yeah, because I sent you like the unedited cut where just
Yeah.
where I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta get rid of this.
That was a absolute horrible video to edit. There was so many like moments where y'all didn't talk like for like 5 minutes
You see the
straight.
struggles I go through. It's just like I have to
Yeah, I can
like cut
clearly see
everything
that
out to
now.
make it seem like we're on topic.
I mean, I barely edit out my. I really edit out anything on my videos, and it works out perfectly. But I think keeping it silent for too long, it's not the best.
I hate
Kind
the
of fucks
silence.
with it.
That's why I always try to cut that out.
And then, I remember, I remember like when you asked for like Starfire's opinion on who wins between Batra and Mothra versus King Ghidorah. She was like, "I'm gonna be real. I don't know what y'all were talking about." And then you're like, "Editor, uh, like capture her in 4K or something like that." Yeah,
Yep.
I put some memes, and then when I found out like you just edited the video instead, I'm like, wow, so all I did was for nothing. All right,
I can't. I forgot. Oh, I
you just
couldn't
couldn't find.
download the one you sent.
Oh,
Something
you
like
didn't?
that.
Dang.
Um, but something bad went wrong where I legit couldn't use the version you did. So I'm like, oh, I have to edit it myself, I guess.
Oh my god, and then and then the man is adding me right now, and your Sherby's like, hey, why'd you ban me in Mint? Yeah, I'm just not gonna respond.
Could explain it to him to not leave him in the dark.
Nah, I've done that. I did that last time. It didn't work out too well. I mean, we resolved everything after that little thing between me, Manic, and Mint like 2 or so months ago. We figured that out, and then now it's back to this again. How wonderful life is. Everything sucks about it.
We go again.
I don't like to live. It's really annoying. But are you stuff for like Showa besides him like out IQing him and stuff?
Yeah, I think if Showa wins, it's because of his intelligence and
Him
him
being able to
using like his
fly.
environment or something, doing something so stupid it catches the other Godzillas off guard.
I mean, he does some pretty stupid things. Cause like you said, like he throws rocks. I
Yeah, he
think
loves picking up some random rock and just throwing it at his enemies.
why?
Then he'll play volleyball with them.
No. I want there to be a scene, and I don't care what Godzilla thing. Like, it can be a movie, an anime, or anything. I don't care. Make it so Godzilla picks up another kaiju, and they just play volleyball with that kaiju. Like they toss it back and forth until they eventually like, yeet it across the earth, or, like into the ocean, and then it's dead. That's what I would
That would
love
be
to
funny.
see. That's something that I'd pay money for. Everything else, no, I don't really care about anything else.
Yeah, it's pretty streamlined.
And then Final Wars is debatable, but I feel like he doesn't have as crazy as hacks as everyone else does. He kind of gets outsped by Showa. Heisei gets outsped by both. Final Wars and Heisei's IQ is like relatively the same, and then you have the fact that Heisei just kind of beams Showa from long range. That's kind of all he does. He sits back and just beam spams until Showa's weakened, runs up onto Showa, catches him, and slams him to the ground multiple times.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what he did with Super Mecha. Threw him onto the ground one time, and then just,
just does it over and
stomped,
over and over
tail
again
smacked him
because
and
he has an
everything.
obsession with it.
I mean, it's like he blocked both of us because you told him the truth. And it's like, what the fuck? Why? About how bitchy he is. Dude, was he really offended by that? What else was the thing? Yes, I told him that like 10 times. I told him that 10 times. I had a dream where he was crying to his mother. Yeah, it's hard. I don't believe that. It's very hard to believe. Uh, because you hurt his feelings. Uh, what else did they say? I'm trying to look. By the way, Maddie, you gotta let me farm you in slap battles. Oh yeah, that Roblox game. Kill Streak Gloves hella mid. Damn, like bro, we insult him all the damn time. I'm not. I didn't ban you because of that. I banned you the fact because you're saying that I don't deserve 100 subs and stuff like that. Like that. Like that's going over the line.
Right.
I just imagine one day in real life, I somehow like I'm somehow gonna like meet up with someone for like a business meeting or something, and like we're gonna like talk about like what we did like when we were kids or something, and then like I just imagine that one person saying like, oh yeah, there's this thing called Discord, and like I had this friend named King of Godzilla. He has a YouTube channel. He still does it to this day and stuff. And like, he was really stupid in things, and like he was very annoying, and I teased him a lot. And like, I just imagine like me and like, oh, yeah, that was me. Let me guess, you're manic. Yeah, okay, and then I just slap him across the face, something like that. Like that's just what I imagine.
Right.
It's fight night. It's how is it fight? Oh, is it nighttime for you or what?
Uh, I'm supposed to post these on Friday nights when I get off of work, but I didn't post yesterday.
It's a Saturday. This ain't no Friday. It's called Saturday night.
No, I'm late.
You're late. You're late to mostly everything you do. Karl Marx
Yeah.
versus King Caesar Final Wars. No axe, all hands. Kong kind of slaps. Fully charged axe. Kong slaps again. What do you mean by meta?
Narrative and stuff like that.
Okay, I don't know anything about narrative stuff, but I think Kong still wins. Equal stats. Kong still slaps. Kong all rounds. I'm sorry, he's just too intelligent. I say Kong slams, I agree. Kong folds him inside out. It's true, though. He really does. Regardless of what you scale Caesar to, like if you scale him to the if you want to go to the multi-con stuff, Kong still kind of slams.
Yeah, I think looking back at his fights, Kong kind of wins every single round.
Yeah. Oh my god, this dude was serious about Final Wars like, planetary feats. Oh no, not this again. But yeah, so my final verdict, because we've been not off topic that much, but decently off topic. But my final verdict, Final War, or not Final Wars, Heisei ranges Showa, and then picks him up, yeets him across the earth. Case closed. And I guess your final verdict is that Showa kind of speed blitzes him, outsmarts him, and beats him up.
Yeah, just pull something stupid out of his butt.
What do you mean by that?
Like Showa Godzilla would randomly get powers
This is
out
a
of nowhere.
PG channel. I'm sorry, this is a
Oh,
PG
pull
channel.
something out of his tail.
Much better. Because, I mean, you heard what Goji Center said. No balls, no dick, and no butthole. We all heard
No
that.
anus.
Oh, no. I remember, like, that was such a huge meme back then. Months ago. Like, when he said that, like, everyone was making jokes about that. It was beautiful. And then now Goji Center is kind of irrelevant. Well, I mean, not necessarily,
Feel
but,
bad for
like,
him.
I do as well. I do have to do... Actually, my next vid is either going to be part 2 of Final Wars vs. Heisei, Burning Kaiser forms, equal AP and durability, or it's gonna be Alice's suggestion: all Jaegers, like every single Jaeger, and plus Kong versus Godzilla. And I'm gonna use 2021 because I feel like if we use legendary, he slaps them all.
Just do Dominion Godzilla.
That's fair. All right. Yeah, and I remember I said Dominion still beats Kong, which he should.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should.
I
Yeah.
mean, regardless, Dominion still one shots and one taps all Jaegers. They are
Yeah,
irrelevant as
that's what I'm
crap.
saying. Like, at least make it the weakest one since he solos the verse.
Yeah, he kind of. I feel bad for the Jaegers. They need to make another Jaeger movie and make it so they scale at least like maybe like island level. So they only get one tapped by everything. So at least like make them somewhat relevant. I never actually watched any the Pacific Rim movies. And I know they're like mid tier. Most people say that. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave the winner up to the comments. You all right with that?
Comments. What you guys thinking?
I I mean, one thing I can say for sure: the Meyer Squid souls, both of them.
Yeah, but that means nothing to Doug and the Condor.
I guess that's true. Who is Condor again?
Oh, do I have a monster for you? Do I? I'm gonna send it to my server. He's the most powerful Godzilla kaiju of all time.
Oh no.
Would have Destroyer like shaking in his knees.
Oh no. Oh, there goes King of the Monsters again, telling people to learn to read.
He's right though, cause the guy read his sentence wrong.
Both are toyed with by their respective Godzillas, and while Final Wars is superior to GPK Godzilla, I think GPK Godzilla trying at the end means Kong is most likely more durable, at least. Charge Axe Kong cuts him in half. Meta would be Kong, agreed. Equal, probably Kong due to intelligence again, so probably Harry Kratos all rounds, agreed. K21 didn't toy with G21. G21 toy with K21. Learn to read? Oh no, not this again. It's gonna be like the mint. It's gonna be the mint King of the Monster situation again, where King of the Monster
Where they
starts telling
just
people
go
to
to
actually
war.
read again. I need to make a video of that. I need King of the Monsters to like just tell people to read and all that, and I need to make that a video. It's great content.
Yeah, if he wants to be more comedic with his channel, he can definitely do a whole montage of him just telling people to read.
You and King of the Monsters are both inconsistent with your uploads.
Yeah, we're pretty bad at it. Him and I are supposed to like collab, and I don't even
Yeah.
remember what the collab is for.
And also, where's that dude that you said like where's that dude that you're supposed to collab with? Like he was supposed to like a battle with toys.
I literally have the video I want to do it for because I'm like, oh, I found two kaiju's that would be perfect for perfect for this. He left me unopened, so I'm gonna just text him again. And if he leaves me unopened again, I'm gonna just have to find someone else.
I mean, hey, I'm still open. It's funny, though.
Animation stuff for it. Go ahead.
I do want to learn. Okay, I've always wanted to animate like my Godzilla stories I wrote. I've always wanted to animate them, but I do not know how to animate, and I do not feel like trying to learn because I know that will take me probably about a year and longer. I don't feel like going through all that. And or am I getting paid by YouTube? Yeah, so maybe when I hit 1,000 subs and I start getting paid, just
Yep,
maybe I'll
we're both
pay
on our way
someone.
to 1,000 subs.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll hit it first before you. I mean, YouTube says they got like 28 plus subs in the past like 28 days. So
A
it's not
sub
that
every
bad.
day.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. Hitting the 100. Oh yeah, I was gonna say at the end of this video, but I might as well talk about it now since we're on the subject. I am so happy I finally hit 100. Oh hey, Mr. Beast. Immediately when I started talking about hitting 100, I'm just like, oh, Mr. Beast posted an hour ago and already has 1.9 million views. I bet in the first like 10 minutes, he probably already has a couple 100,000 views.
Ooh.
Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, he's a monster when it comes to views.
He's a monster when it comes to everything. Giveaways, everything.
A legend.
Man would probably get. Like, I bet you one day he's gonna buy the whole Earth. Actually, how would you even buy the whole Earth?
That's not legally possible.
Well, I mean, I guess he could pay the president or something, and the president announces that he
No.
owns the Earth or something.
No, that's not legally possible.
Somebody tell Mr. Beast to do that. A video idea right there. Exactly 100 subs. But yeah. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much for I almost said 100 subscribers. It's a huge milestone. Now we gotta work our way up to 1,000, and I gotta ask my dad if he's gonna give me money, because my dad said when I hit 100, he'd give me like $170. And when I told him I hit 100 yesterday, he's like, "Good job." He forgot. So I'll have to ask him again. And also the fact that I did not expect Final Wars versus Heisei to blow up. It has 2,000 views. That is practically half of the total amount of views I have, that YouTube says. Well, it's like over 5,000.
Heisei versus Legendary?
No, Final Wars versus Heisei. It has like 20 times more views than Heisei versus Legendary. I expected Heisei versus Legendary to blow up, not freaking Final Wars versus Heisei. Jesus. What? And I have 45 likes on this video. And 17 comments. And also a random person commenting about Hog Rider from Clash Royale. I don't know why. Why are they here? Also, if I go to your channel, so that 2,000 views, it has more videos. Or, sorry, not more videos. It has more views than literally every single video up until it has more. Oh my, wait, oh my god. Okay, so it stops at G14 versus G19 versus G21. So this 2,000 views has more views than more than half of your debate videos. That is crazy.
Really good. I might need to steal that topic from you and get the views myself.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Oh, and also, I'm gonna I need to record that Mothra versus Godzilla and Mothra versus Final Wars. Godzilla and Mothra before you get to it before me. And even if you do record it before me, it's gonna take you 30 trillion years to edit the dang video before you even post it. I probably would have posted it like 10 times. I probably could have posted over and over and over and over again until you finally posted it.
Yeah.
It's surprising how that works. You need to pay for an editor one day.
I have to in the future.
So you have more time to upload and stuff. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to comment who you think wins between Heisei and Showa. And you can also say Heisei, Showa, and Final Wars, because you can technically also Final Wars, but he doesn't have as much going for him like Heisei and Showa does. But yeah, so leave your thoughts in the comments. Also, be sure to subscribe to Churros. I'll leave his channel down in the description. Soon I'm going to be collabing with Churros. I don't know. Probably not for another 9 months until he's finally ready.
Because I'm inconsistent?
No, it's more, no, okay, you're not inconsistent with your recordings. It's more so you're inconsistent with your upload schedule.
Exactly.
You're more inconsistent than Mr. Beast. And you post every, like, month or two. You're more inconsistent than him most times.
Mr. Beast can do what he wants. He's the most subscribed YouTuber in the world right now, right?
In terms of subscribers, no.
T-series don't count.
T-series doesn't count? How? How does it
They're not YouTubers. That's like a whole channel. Like an actual TV channel.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me search up PewDiePie.
He surpassed PewDiePie, I think.
111 million subscribers for PewDiePie. And then Mr. Beast. 103. million. So no, Mr. Beast is like what? 8 million subscribers below PewDiePie. The thing is, PewDiePie has like the most subs on YouTube, yet most people don't really like his content that much. That's the funny part about everything. I remember I watched one video of PewDiePie, and I'm like, no, I don't know, I don't like it. But yeah, Mr. Beast is like second place in terms of subs, so good for him. I actually watched the live stream that he did when he what's it called? When he was hitting a hundred million. People started unsubbing from him as a joke, and then subbed back. It was so
No,
funny, and
Mr.
then
Beast was too big.
people in the live chat were like, "Stop unsubscribing." It was so funny to watch. Uh, and then one day, I will get into Mr. Beast's video somehow. I will. Mark my words. One day it'll happen, everybody. Here's the thing.
That'll be scary.
I'm in both of his Discord servers, like the main channel and the gaming channel Discord. Yeah, I don't know how to get into any of the challenges.
Do better, as Milk would say.
That's true. I never really hear Milk say do better or something like that.
He hasn't said his iconic line yet.
how, lo-
Need to
how long
record
ago
with
was
them
it when he
tonight,
said-
then to make him say it.
How long ago did he say it? Like
He says it
iconic
like
line?
all the time. I guess he just doesn't say it during versus battles because we're not playing a game.
I guess that's true. I want to get a PS5 just so I can purely play the Godzilla game because it looks like a lot of fun. But I also know for a fact that it's not worth it because I have a PC and I know my parents are gonna be paying for both. So it's either this: I get a PS5 and I somehow have to pay for both, or at least one of them, like a little bit of it, or I sell the PC to get a PS5, and I'm doing neither. I refuse to sell my PC. Because I'm not going to record on my phone. I don't even know how that would work. And I know it'd be garbage. And editing on CapCut. I mean, sure. I post like, I've edited 4 videos on CapCut for my TikTok, but it's just, it's offbeat. I need to do better. Speaking of, I need to make a video on TikTok.
Yeah, you need to do one of those short battles again.
I get pretty good TikTok views. Like my highest is like 290. It's not that bad. It's actually quite good. But yeah, so that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment who wins in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya!